Hello, my name is Marta Navarrete.
I'm Nicholas Losada.
I'm Matteo Dilaghi.
And we are part of the cast of Bedroom Folk, choreographed by Sharon Eyal and taught by Rebecca Hytting. Today we would like to share with you our experiences and our thoughts in this piece. How it started for you with like Gaga class and like what were your first thoughts?
Well, it was really a beautiful experience, first of all. I like the fact that we didn't use mirrors, for example. That was already one thing that was really demanding, because usually we're like correcting ourselves watching at the mirror, and then it was like, okay, no mirror, cool music. And she was guiding us. I like this thing that she was telling us, feel like, I don't know, you have wings instead of arms, and then you could feel like a bird, or phrases like this. And so she could really help, I think, through the movement. And also sometimes they were quite simple movement, but
very like deep somehow, like very like
we would
strong,
stay there
physical.
Yeah.
So it's like you said, she would say words like almost like taste the metal and things like that are so physical, and you could really apply it to your body, and was really like you're saying, you don't have an image. Like you had to really feel everything, and that's something that it's so valuable that you can take on to just anything, not just Gaga class or bedroom folk. Like you can transfer that into stage, because it's so much more valuable than an image, because you will feel yourself always. So I found that sometimes we're too glued to the mirror, and this was like amazing in your own way, you know, not very like, oh, you should feel this specifically. It was kind of like to feel it in your body.
Going off of that, like especially coming from ballet training, where we know what a tendu is, you know, we have all these specific words that describe the movement we're doing, and we're so used to thinking of it that way. And then Rebecca comes in, or any Gaga teacher comes in, and they throw whatever, something out there, and it has so many possible interpretations. That it's liberating in that sense, but at the same time it can be a bit like, I remember the first times I was taking Gaga class, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like,
you feel like a kid lost again in the studio when they were telling you, do a plie, and you're like, what's a plie? Like, what are we doing?
Also, like,
it's really cool.
Also the fact that she wasn't using, let's say we were doing tendu at one point, no? But she wasn't saying we do tendu. It was just like, just stretch forward. It's like, okay, let's stretch forward.
It was so different and so familiar at the same time. Like, it was really cool. It was really, really cool.
Also after, I like the feeling you had this adrenaline, because then also she would always leave us like 2 minutes free, 5 minutes free, and then you could just stay and with yourself, with the vibe that all this class created.
But you couldn't break in somehow. Like you had to keep this concentration all the time for like, what was it, like 1 hour? Or like 15. It was really like, there was no one time to just relax and let it go. Like we have between exercises in ballet class, was really like, I was exhausted at the end, like mentally even.
I think it's just a way to really explore in your body for yourself, find so many different possible ways to move, and then you get inspired as well by seeing how your friends move, or how the instructor is moving. So I think it's wonderful. It's really, it's a
absolutely
liberating experience, I think.
And sometimes I feel like more in class, like ballet class, everybody's in their own little box, concentrating on their technique, but this was somehow vibing. Like, it's really cool how like it's one same energy in the whole room, and it's very respectful. And
no competition.
No, everybody's so chill. How did you feel when we started with bedroom? Like, I was scared at the beginning when all the information was coming through, and I felt like every step was one count. You have an 8, then comes a 12, then you have 18 8s, and it was like, oh my God, this is like maths. This is like, it was crazy to remember.
It's very musical, but it's a very specific musicality. So you really have to learn it and like study it, and and then not get so stuck on it either.
Yeah,
You know, like
of course.
at the same time, like find that way to let it go.
Also, don't forget, we are staying on stage for 25 minutes.
Oh my God,
like, without going
Yep.
in the wings.
No
so
break.
It's really demanding, I think,
Yeah.
stamina.
Physically and mentally. Like to
Yeah.
just keep your thoughts together and not let it go.
Especially the beginning. I think the beginning is so sensitive.
It has also this tension.
Yes.
No?
Oh my God.
Because it's like, what is going to happen? What are they going to do now?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because we're all standing in a line, in two lines, and we're holding this position, just stepping
So
with
quiet.
this music. Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. I don't know, it creates also tension between us, I think, not only for the public.
And like expectation as well. You can see already that something's cooking and everybody's already like, you can hear the breath now, like the breath from everyone. It's kind of like, oh my God. And at first also terrified me, like the beginning, you know, like everybody will there, you know, this quiet counts, everybody is very concentrated, look in front. And you're like, it's one of those moments when suddenly comes the 8 and everybody's like, gloom! And like, what if I like, it's so exposed that if you don't do it right, I mean, everybody's gonna know. But it's like you say, then eventually your body gets to know it, and then it's so cool that everybody does it at the same time. But until you get to that point, it's a little bit like, oh my God.
At some point, you kind of just like, it breaks. Like I really feel so focused, and then maybe we do these things, and somehow you just lose that. Like, okay, it's not the beginning anymore, but there's still this, like, it's still building up. And then once we get to this point that we start to do this, I feel
do you
like
want to show
becomes,
it? Should we do it?
No, it really like, I don't know, somehow.
So we're here.
We're in the back.
You're in the back.
We come like little animals.
3. There we go.
And then we start to And I feel like there's other moments too, like the gong, like doom.
Ah, yes.
There's this really point that it's like, boom, it keeps going, and then it breaks, and then we start again, and then it's like, okay, now it's a new set.
Yes.
It's really, I think it's strong, and I enjoy that very much, because I think as a woman, I think sometimes we fall a lot into this delicateness and this almost weakness, like it's so gentle, and the way I see it here is that we are all really the same.
Yeah, there's no
we all
gender
have
in
the
this.
same
It's not
power,
like,
exactly, and that's beautiful. It's strong. It's like a lion.
I mean,
this
I
beast.
remember many moments like watching Rebecca, and it's so animalistic the way that
It
she would
is.
show something, and it's like, whoa, I don't know,
Yeah.
there's a very...
Also super precise.
Yes.
Because also
Yeah.
she was saying many things like, okay guys, I give you a lot of freedom, but at the same time, no. Like you had also to control your body, so.
Like she said this all the time, like you're charged, but not necessarily you want to just like throw it out. It's so contained that somehow I think as an audience, or when we saw her, it's this intimidating feeling. I think that's why sometimes may come as aggressive, but because you're like, it's so intense. She gave us freedom to do steps. Like for example, when we're doing the grama, bring the pita, you know, this step, it's so cool. She never said, in this moment you turn around, you look with your head in your hand, and then you bring it together. No, she would talk about what the movement is about, what the vibe is. She would say like, okay, use your body, don't keep it all the time up, go down, go up. And of course, the way I might do it, it's not like the one that you do it, because you have a different way of moving, and that makes it so interesting. So definitely.
But the fact that she was always saying like, yeah, this is fine, like no, it's not like that. You know, she was never saying these things, and this they allowed you to be also more comfortable in rehearsal and discovering this your body.
And you're just like, well, okay, I really know what you what you're trying to give me, what sensation you want me to feel in this movement. That
Nothing gets done just because.
Exactly.
Everything had a meaning or a intention. Like, and that's what makes it so beautiful, because in 25 minutes, everything she did had a why.
I guess there's a lot of like references a bit to like pop culture, you know, like a bit of moments that coming from like the US and having this like hip hop culture, you know, this step that we do like all the time, and that just feels so cool. Like, you know, like I don't know, I just like to.
What really touches me of this ballet is when I'm in the middle and everybody's like doing this on me.
The moment we do Shakira,
That
it gets my heart going. It's just like, it's when we all suddenly, we all get together in this semicircle, you're so tired, you cannot breathe, and suddenly everybody's like, yeah! Like,
So that's it for us. We really hope you guys will enjoy Bedroom Folk from Sharon Eyal, and thanks for watching.